Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into TradeChat. My name is Panzer, and today we're going to be talking about the lore of Overwatch. Not like the game as a whole, but Overwatch, the task force. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, remember to rate it thumbs up. Once upon a time in the Overwatch universe, about 50 years prior to present day, humans developed breakthrough artificial intelligence technology. These advanced robots, which were known as Omnics, bolstered the manufacturing industry and helped to create and foster economic equality worldwide. Fast forward a couple decades, and as anyone who has ever seen a science fiction movie ever could have probably guessed, this backfired right in the face of humanity. The Omnic Crisis, as it became known, was an uprising of the Omnics against their human creators. The Omniums, where the Omnics were produced, went rogue and mass-produced droves of militarized robots to fight against humans. Not good. We don't exactly know what caused this uprising, but according to Chris Metzen, it's a major spoiler and a pretty big deal, so we'll find out soon enough, I guess. About a year and a half into the global crisis, the United Nations formed Overwatch, an international task force to help fight the Omnic rebels. Overwatch consisted of the most elite soldiers, expert scientists and researchers, most brilliant doctors and engineers, as well as the most advanced technology. Over the years, Overwatch saw hundreds of agents join and retire from the task force, but early in its formation, there were two standout heroes, Gabriel Reyes and Jack Morrison, or as you may know them, Reaper and Soldier 76. When the two men were in their early 20s, they joined Overwatch at the same time after serving in the United States military together. Believe it or not, Reyes was given a leadership position right off the bat. Yeah, how do you like that for a backstory? Our infamous antagonist Reaper used to be an ordinary all-American kid from LA. He joined the military when he was 18, and he was even accepted into the very elite Soldier Enhancement Program. Through a combination of augmentation and training, he became a nearly perfect soldier. It was there where he made friends with Jack Morrison, and the two even went on to try to save the world together. What a shame that he has become one of the most ruthless terrorists that has ever lived. Sort of. But that's a story for another time. Getting back on topic, not long after its formation, Overwatch defeated the Omnics and Jack Morrison was named Strike Commander of the organization. Now this made things really awkward between him and Reyes because not only did this position outrank Reyes' position, but he was passed up for the very same promotion, so tensions between the two festered. This led Reyes to join Blackwatch, which was Overwatch's covert ops division. In the wake of the crisis, Overwatch became an international peacekeeping force. They focused their efforts on the terrorist group known as Talon, the Blackwatch Gang, and the Shimada Ninja Clan. Also during this time, they used their vast resources to advance in areas of space exploration, medical research, and climatology. The world enjoyed nearly a decade and a half of peace with the technological developments made by and under the protection of Overwatch. Some 20 years after its origination, Overwatch's support and influence ebbed as suspicion of corruption and sedition flowed. Allegations were made against the group, including negligence, which resulted in failed high-profile missions, human rights violations, shady weapons dealing, and even the insurrection of some Blackwatch agents against their parent organization, Overwatch. Protests broke out and people demanded the dissolution of Overwatch. In response, the United Nations launched a secret but extensive investigation into the claims that spanned several years. About 4 years into this investigation, Overwatch's headquarters was destroyed in an apparent accident. Both Strike Commander Morrison and Blackwatch Agent Reyes were presumed dead. About 3 years later, still very much in the shadow of the loss of their headquarters and two of their key members, Overwatch caved to pressure and disbanded. Shortly after, the Petras Act was put into place, deeming Overwatch activity as illegal and punishable by prosecution. Presently, ex-Overwatch members range from vigilantes to mercenaries to terrorists to freedom fighters. As far as anyone knows, the Shimada Ninja Clan and the Deadlock Gang have been successfully dismantled. Unfortunately, Talon continues to terrorize the world and specifically target former agents of Overwatch. Why exactly would they be hunting down bygone members of a disintegrated task force? Who knows? Maybe someone's got a grudge. Maybe it has something to do with that big deal that Chris Metzen was talking about. Maybe it's just a coincidence. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below why you think that Talon would be hunting down former agents of Overwatch. I have my own theories, but for the time being, I think I'll keep them to myself. I want to know what you think. Let me know, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you thumb it up and subscribe to my channel for future videos about Overwatch lore. I also do videos about World of Warcraft and other Blizzard games, whatever I feel like, really. I'm gonna go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my hearts. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
A few moments later.
So if you want to know my personal thoughts on why Talon is hunting former members of Overwatch, I think it has something to do with a sort of mysterious lore figure right now called Doomfist. Doomfist isn't someone's name, it's actually more like a title, like the president. Once one president is done being president, there's a new president. And the one common factor is that all people who are Doomfist have this big Doomfist weapon, which I assume is passed down from one to the next. It's the weapon that we see Widowmaker and Reaper trying to steal from the museum in the very first Overwatch cinematic.
Whoa. That's Doomfist's gauntlet! Oh man, they said he could level a skyscraper. And remember, he was all fighting and Winston beat him?
I also think you can see it on the Hollywood payload map, and there's some signs in some other maps that are, they say the Scourge, no, the Savior, the Scourge, and the Successor. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the Savior was the first Doomfist, he was the good guy. Whatever happened to him when it was passed on to the Scourge, I'm assuming the Scourge was the person who started the Omnic Crisis, or at least had something to do with it. And we don't know who the Savior is yet. They would be next in line. I think that Talon is either loyal to the Scourge or is working for the Scourge. Maybe he's not really dead. We think he's dead. We think Winston is the person who took him down. Well, the ape, excuse me. We think Winston is the ape who took him down. But, you know, until you see a body, I don't believe they're really dead. So I don't know if maybe, like I said, Talon is working for the Scourge, or if Talon was loyal to the Scourge prior to his fall, or if they're both part of some bigger thing. I'm not really positive, but I think that Talon is trying to stop the Savior from getting Doomfist, and I think the Savior is a member of Overwatch, and maybe they don't know which one it is, but they think someone else does know. I'm not really sure. That's sort of my my tinfoil hat theory, but now I'm really gonna go. I hope that you liked the video. I think my next Overwatch lore video will be about Commander Morrison and Soldier 76. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you thumb it up. I already said that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do my whole thing again because I don't know how else to end videos. So I love you all. You're in my heart. We'll see you soon. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.